Good morning, everybody. This is Whitney Nicely. I am the broker for Whitney Buys Houses in Knoxville, Tennessee. I've also got an auction company, Nicely Done Auctions, and I am talking today about tax sales and how much fun they are and the deals that you can get at a tax sale, and also about the stone house that we've been working on since May because I think it's going to be finished next week. Now, on the stone house, I showed you a picture of it, and what happened was every county has properties that people don't pay their taxes on. So the county takes the property back, and citizens can go and put the money for the back taxes down on the property. And it depends county by county how you take possession of the property. But in Knox County, the owner has 1 year right of redemption where they can come back and pay off their old taxes and redeem their property. Well, on this particular building, my mom and I went in December of 13 and paid up the taxes. We found out that the man that owned it had been deceased for 12 years. So we were pretty confident that he would not come back and buy that property from us. We did not inspect the property before we bought it. We drove by it and it was painted bright pink, kind of Pepto-Bismol pink, and we just bought it. So after the sale, we were the only people that bid on it, and after the sale, we were naturally excited, so we went back to look at it, and it had holes in the ceiling the size of Volkswagens. I mean, it was just unreal how big the holes in the roof of this building were. But the building was massive. It's 6,500 square feet. I think it's 2.5 or 3.5 acres, and it's in a less than desirable neighborhood. But that also happens to be our favorite neighborhood to buy in, so we bought it, and we love it. After we paid up the taxes and had everything settled with the county, that was in December. By April, I had the building rented, and I just wanted it rented. I needed somebody in there to start making some payments, so I put him on an escalated rent, but not for 5 years. So he's got the same rent for 5 years, starting in 14. So it's not escalating. But it'll only take 5 years for me to pay off that property and pay off the new roof. I also told him in April that I didn't own the property. I bought it at the tax sale. It was not actually mine. I disclosed all of that and told him that if the people came back to redeem it, I would give him as long as I had of a warning that he would need to vacate. So he agreed to all of that. It was all fine with him. We were good to go. And he moved in. So he made payments April through December of 14, and that's when we could actually get title to the property. And title to a tax sale is weird. You don't get a warranty deed. You don't get a special warranty deed. It's not a quit claim deed, and the name of that is escaping me right now. But it also just depends on your county. It may be that your county does tax certificates instead of tax deeds. So you need to check on your county to see what you can be expecting as far as a deed goes. But once we got that, then I told him once I had the deed, I would replace the roof. So we got the deed in December. In January, we started on the roof. And that was the picture that I showed you just a minute ago with that new metal roof on the right side and that old, nasty, worn out metal roof on the left side. So I love tax sales, and I love them because you can get some really good deals as long as you're willing to wait. A lot of people don't like tax sales because of that year right of redemption. There's places in Florida where they do tax certificates, and it may take 3 or 4 years before you can take title to the property. And I'm not recommending that everybody go out and buy something and then put a tenant in it, because that was kind of risky on my part, but I was very comfortable that the property would not be redeemed back from me. So I love tax sales. This past January or February of 2015, we went to the tax sale again. I went with my future husband instead of my mom this time, and we were looking at buying apartments or duplexes or just vacant commercial land that they were going to have at the tax sale. I actually bid on storage units because I want to buy storage units. I bid on and won a salvage yard. Now, who wants a salvage yard besides this crazy girl? And turns out there was a man in Nashville who also wanted the salvage yard. So we got into a bidding war, but that turned out to be okay, and it all came out in the wash. But it was a very fun experience, and if you've not been to a tax sale, I highly recommend that you go. But the problem is that Jason and I, my future husband and I, we didn't do any research on the houses that were going to be at the tax sale because we were so focused on the commercial stuff. And I would recommend that if you're going to go to the tax sale and you're going to take that day off and you're going to work on it really hard, then you need to research every piece of property, because you don't know when something's going to be in a great neighborhood that you just love, and you need to be prepared to bid on it. So this year we are going to be more prepared, and we are going to do better research on all of the properties, even if it takes me an extra week to get all of the information together. Does anybody have any questions about tax sales or anything? I feel like I went through that pretty quick, but honestly, the best way to experience or learn about a tax sale is to go. The first tax sale that I went to was in Jefferson County, and I bought 3 properties that day. One I was pretty sure was 15 acres overlooking the lake on Douglas Lake in Jefferson County in Dandridge, Tennessee. And what happened was I had misplaced a 1 for a 7 when I looked up the parcel ID, or vice versa, a 7 for a 1. I don't remember now. And what I ended up buying was 3 acres under the lake. No grass, no trees, no nothing. Just under the lake land that I'm now paying taxes on. But I have a plan for that. See if I can't get a houseboat or a dock or something out there and then have lakefront property. The second piece that I bought was 1 acre out towards Sevier County, which is where Dollywood and Pigeon Forge and all of the action is in East Tennessee. And I haven't done anything with that either, but I would like to owner finance that and let somebody either build a house or put a mobile home there, or it's surrounded by 3 or 4 other people, and for what I paid and what I have in it, it may be that they could just pay me and I'll go away on it. Then the final piece that I bought at that tax sale was 15 acres, beautiful farmland, and I was tickled pink because I just knew I could develop it into a mobile home park. I mean, I was so excited, and apparently I told too many neighbors what my plan was because the people came and redeemed it. So I made about 10% on my money, but if I could have kept the property and put a mobile home park on it, there's no telling where I could have gone and what I could have done with it. So that was kind of sad, but it was a good learning lesson about the redemption. And 10% on your money is not bad money. That's more than you're going to get in the bank or anywhere else. And I've learned some other ways to make more money like that since that tax sale, but that was a great experience for me. All right, now finally I was going to talk to you about the stone house, and that's the one that I've been flipping. I've been putting pictures on Instagram at Whitney Buys Houses, and I am really excited because the hardwoods are being refinished. The vinyl floor was put in the upstairs bathroom that we added yesterday. And now all we need to do is upstairs we need to set the toilet and the vanity. And I bought the vanity yesterday. It's this beautiful, it's sienna stained wood and a Santa Cecilia granite top. So I'm really excited. So we'll put that in probably Friday. And the whole house has been painted. We're working on trim paint now. The kitchen cabinets are in, the granite is in the kitchen. We still need appliances, but that's the last thing that I put in a house. The hardwoods are being refinished in polyurethane today, and after that, I think the whole thing just needs a good pressure washing and somebody to take some really nice pictures of it, and we'll get it out on the market. I did a little trial run this weekend and put it up on Craigslist, and I was bombarded with people who wanted to come look at it, who were making me offers, who wanted to buy it as is, and I didn't have to finish it. So if you're flipping a house, like I've got my bright pink sign in front of the stone house, and you can see that sign on Instagram at Whitney Buys Houses. You'd be amazed at the people who will call off a pink sign. So I'm not recommending everybody goes buys pink, but it's working for me. White worked for a while, yellow worked for a while, but I'm really loving the pink signs. They're huge, it's 4x4. It's like having a billboard in the front of every yard that I've got under contract. So I love it. I will try to stop by the stone house later today and take a video and show you kind of what I've been working on and the progress, but it'll depend on when the hardwood guy was working on the floors. So I'll hope to take you through today. If not, I'll sneak over there in the morning before he gets started, but I am absolutely tickled. It is so close to being done. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So please hang out with me and we'll see where we can go from there. Does anybody have any questions or anything before we leave this Periscope? Everybody good? Well, I hope y'all got some information and a little bit of vocabulary, and I will see you again next Wednesday. Wednesdays with Whitney. I'm so excited. It's going to be fun, and I hope y'all have a great day. Thank you.